Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, my name is Allison. I'm so glad you're here today because it is the first official fall video of 2025. I've done 2 other Halloween and fall decor haul videos, but I haven't done a fall themed video yet, so I'm very excited. It is the last week of August, so September is right around the corner, which means we need to get organized and prepped for fall, for decorating, for baking, and all of the fun activities. So that's what I plan on doing today. I have a new system I'm going to try out today. I'm going to go in the garage and get all the totes out, get all the decor on the floor, and start organizing it into categories. Past years, I normally just bring all the totes in, get everything out on the floor, in the kitchen table, in the living room, and it just makes a huge mess, and I always end up regretting it. I don't plan on decorating the entire house today, so that's why I don't want to do that system. I'm mainly going to be focusing on this reading room here. I've already got a little fall pumpkin out behind me, but I want to decorate this room for sure. Maybe a little bit in our bedroom, but I don't plan on doing downstairs at all. With that being said, I know how I am. I'll see a couple things in the totes that I'm going to want to put downstairs, and I may do a couple little things here and there, but we're not doing like the full thing yet. I plan on doing the rest of the house the first week of September. And I feel like focusing on this room, I spend a lot of time in this room. I read in here, I get ready, I plan out stuff and work. I feel like if this room is decorated, it'll give me some inspiration to start planning for the year, some activities, video ideas, like just kind of get me in the mood for the next week or so, because I spend a lot of time in here. So I mainly want to focus in this room. And going downstairs and going through all my stuff is going to tell me what I need, what I can get rid of, and maybe think of some themes that I'm going to do downstairs. So I'm very excited to do all that today. And then later on tonight, I do plan on making a fall inspired meal because it's been dropping down to like the 50s at night, and there's nothing better than in the evening opening up the windows and making a cozy meal. So I plan on doing that, which means I'll need to go to the store, might pop in Walmart and see if they have any new decor out since last time I went. So right now it is 11 o'clock. So far this morning you saw I got up, made my coffee in my jack-o'-lantern mug. I made a pumpkin spice coffee, which was so good. Made me some breakfast and got ready. And then I started just going through Pinterest and TikTok, Instagram Reels, just to get some inspiration and put me in the mood for decorating today. And I don't know what I'm going to make just yet today. I haven't decided on a dinner yet, but as far as decor, really I've just been watching anything that is fall themed just because it's giving me such a boost of serotonin. I did see a lot of homemade garland stuff. You can see on here like some homemade little ghost garland and pumpkins and stuff, so maybe we'll do something like that this year at some point. But that's just like a little tip for you if you're looking for inspiration to get you in the mood or some ideas. Just get on social media on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, whatever, I just typed in like fall 2025 or like cozy fall home, and it started showing me different like little ideas and stuff just to get me inspired for the day. So with all that being said, let's go downstairs and get started on pulling out all of these totes and organizing our decor. Totally forgot I bought this. I'm so excited. Okay, I've got everything out of the totes laid out all around me here. So over here in this area, this is the stuff that kind of felt more like vintage Halloween, like dark aesthetic vintage Halloween to me, which I'm probably going to be doing majority of this stuff downstairs. Up here on this hammock is just some garland and stuff for our bedroom. Over here is more bright orange, like in your face Halloween stuff. And then over here is stuff that I've picked out that I'll be using for my reading room. And then over here I've got kitchen stuff. So all my different mugs I bought this year. I use this for the dog treats, the little Disney trick or treats, and then plates, bowls, pumpkin carving stuff. Ignore the amount of bush apple that's back there. That's Alex's favorite beer in the fall time, so he stocks up. But anyways, there's kitchen stuff, and then over here is pillows and blankets and stuff that I need to wash, and then my big cauldron. I did have to take my flannel off because I was getting a little bit warm outside, but it still feels great, but I was just moving around a lot. But now I'm going to go upstairs, get all of the stuff that I picked out up there, see where I'm at as far as decor. Then I'll dust and vacuum. In the past, I've cleaned before I decorate, but this year I'm going to decorate the room and then vacuum and dust and stuff because I feel like I make a mess whenever I decorate, so that would make the most sense. So I'm going to go upstairs and take all that up there and get it all decorated. I'm excited to put the garland around, I think, my bookshelf with the light. So let's go get it done because that's the first room I want to get done today. I got everything upstairs and into this room that so far I know I want to decorate. Comfy pants had to be put on, hair is up. My leggings were just too tight. They were overstimulating me. If you know what I mean, then you'll get it. They were just too tight. Hair was on my neck, getting on my nerves, but we're good. We're ready to go to decorate this room. I've got my favorite cleaner ever, the apple cider Mrs. Meyer's. I use this pretty much year round, so I am going to dust as I decorate, and then I'll vacuum once I'm done. I got everything laid out. I've got a cute idea for my shelf and for this little bookshelf over here, so I'm just going to get started and get it all decorated and get this room nice and cozy. First thing we have to do is obviously light a candle. This is apple honey butter. I got this at Home Goods. It is the brand DW Home, which I've found is the best brand to get at Home Goods. Some of the other candles, they smell good in the store, but when I bring them home and light them, I just don't smell them at all. But the DW Home definitely smells good. So candle is lit. Now we're ready to decorate. Look how cute this room turned out. I am so happy with this. Now, this is not saying that I might not change a few things here and there, because if you've been watching my channel, you know that that's just what I do. This is definitely my favorite I've ever done this room for fall and Halloween. I'll show you a few of the little spots that I got done, but I'm very happy with it. We got the cozy lights back here, the pillows. That shelf is exactly what I pictured in my mind, and I'm very, very happy, and I cannot wait until tonight to come in here with the lights off, light all the candles and all the little things, and read a book or something. So I absolutely love the way this looks. So I'll do a quick little run over of everything I did today. I'll be doing a full fall and Halloween house tour eventually once everything is done, but just to give you a quick glimpse, we've got my TBR shelf. This is what I did on top of it. This shelf here, this is exactly what I pictured. Just simple but spooky, kind of cuter. I go a little bit cuter in this room than the rest of the house. The rest of the house is a little bit more like vintage creepy, but this one I do a lot more orange. I get my full dose of fall serotonin in this room. So here's the bookshelf. Put the garland with the lights. I can't wait to see those tonight. I added some pumpkins on those books, and then the pillows, and I've got the ghost pillow, bat pillow, a Mr. Dino, and then here is this pumpkin. I found this at the Dollar Tree. I was so impressed by that this year. Oh, Dino's posing. Are you posing for them? Are you showing them how comfy it looks? And then on the bookshelf, I always have, this is year round, I always keep this little ghost on there. But down here, I added this little candy corn and then this globe, and it's got books on it, so I thought that was perfect. On my actual vanity, I did not do a lot because honestly, when I get ready, this thing is a hot mess, so I like to keep it clear. The only thing I did add is this mummy container, and right now it's just got some little like scrunchies and these earrings from last year in it, so that'll just stay right there for now. But I pretty much like to keep this clean because when I get ready, it is a hot mess. And then over here on this little bookshelf, I've got this little fluffy pillow, this pumpkin house, which I love so much, and it does turn on. So tonight I'll turn that on and it'll glow orange. This ghost I need to get a battery for, and then some candles. Sorry if you hear the washing machine going. I'm catching up on laundry as well, but oh my gosh, I love this backdrop right now. Like, this is going to be so perfect for like intros for fall videos. Absolutely love it. Dino is still showing it off, but I think it's almost 1 o'clock now. I need to get a snack here in a second, and I'll probably make me an iced coffee, a pumpkin iced coffee. I know, bud. And then I need to take the doggies out to potty. He's begging. I know. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think about my little reading nook? Do you like it? It's definitely more orange, like I said, than the rest of the house, but I love it. It's going to be so, so cozy tonight. I'll show y'all when everything's lit up later on. I know my washing machine is still so loud in the background, but really quick, I just want to show you, I added this garland around my vanity because, I don't know, why not? I just thought I might as well. I take a lot of like pictures in this, like selfies, and I thought that would be so cute around it, so added that. I had nowhere else to put it anyways, but I think it goes well in here. So I just wanted to show you that quick update. Now I'm about to start on our bedroom and my bathroom. Here's what I got done in the bedroom. I chose to put this black and white spooky blanket on the bed with the fuzzy jack-o'-lantern. Also, I changed out these 2 candles for fake candles. I had real ones up there, but I don't ever light those. But in the fall time, when it gets dark earlier, I want to be able to flick these on, so got those candles up there. And then here's a quick look at my mantle. Use this garland. I've had this for years. I put these 2 jack-o'-lanterns. I need to get some black paint or markers and fix these. They're a little bit rough, but that's why I put them up here. Nobody really comes up here but us. And then on each side, I've got these little ghosts, one with the broom. And then over here, this one's got a little kitty cat. So cute. And then of course, I've got my cozy fireplace fall mantle going in the background. And then here in the bathroom, I didn't do much. I just added this little pumpkin right here, and I've got my Halloween soap. And then above the toilet, I added this pumpkin, and then these little vases I have around the house. I'm sure you noticed in my reading room, there was one identical to it. I always just switch out the stuff inside of it. I did have more summery florals in it, and I just switched them out for fall. That's such an easy way to add a little bit of decor to each room for each season, is just switch out the fake plants and all the vases and stuff. So I added those there, and then just added this pumpkin underneath it. That's all I did in the bathroom in here. Honestly, nobody really ever comes up here, so I'm not doing a ton of decor. Majority of my decor is downstairs, and of course here's Dino making his appearance again. You just love the camera, don't you? You just like attention. I know. So most of the decor is going to be downstairs because we have our Halloween party and we have a lot of guests over during the fall and winter months. So I decorate mostly down there. So done with my reading room, done with this room. Let's see what time it is. It is currently 2:47. I still haven't figured out what I'm doing for dinner tonight, but I'm done decorating for the day today. That is all I'm going to do. But I'm so glad I got everything laid out and ready to go in the garage, and I didn't drag everything inside, because if I would have dragged everything inside, right now I would have had to went down there, clean it all up, put it back in the garage, and that just sounds terrible at the moment, to be honest. I'm exhausted. It is so much work getting the totes down. I've been up and down our stairs because these 2 bedrooms are upstairs, so I've been up and down all day, but it has been so fun, such a perfect intro to fall day. But right now I'm going to go to the grocery store, figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. I'm going to stop by Walmart on the way there. I've made the decision just to see if they have any of their fall and Halloween stuff out yet, because they've had a couple things here and there, but majority of their stuff has been like back to school stuff, and then the Summerween stuff, which I wasn't all that into. just with the bright colors and stuff. So I'll check and see if they have anything at Walmart, and then we'll do dinner together. I'm trying to think of like a cozy fall meal. Nothing like super hot, just like something comfy and warm, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I just need to get on Pinterest and figure it out. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I am officially back from, I went to Walmart, Dollar General, and then Publix. Walmart didn't have anything new. I don't know what was going on in there, but there were probably 100 workers scanning all kinds of stuff. There were people with like tables out, like Walmart workers, like they were doing inventory, something, I don't know. I did notice though that all of the back to school stuff and the summer stuff was on clearance. So that means they're trying to get rid of it, and they're going to be stocking up all of the fall and Halloween stuff. They had one aisle full of candy, and then the like new dollar section or whatever, they had a few things in there, but nothing much going on at Walmart. I did get 2 things. I don't know why I always feel weird walking into a store and then walking out and not getting anything. I'm always afraid they're like, did she steal something? Like, what is she doing? So anyway, I wanted to pick up a candle anyway, so they did have the pumpkin spice. It's pumpkin, nutmeg, and cinnamon. These candles are such a good price. They do burn pretty quickly, but they're like $3 or $4 after taxes. But it smells so good. And then I saw this, Werther's Original Caramel Apple Hard Candies. My favorite fall candy is their green apple suckers with caramel on top. If you know what I'm talking about, they're so good. So I feel like these are gonna taste similar to that. So I picked up those. Then I went over to the Dollar General because I haven't been to one all season, and I remembered that they normally have pretty good stuff. They already had their fall stuff, buy one get one 50% off. They had a lot of Halloween decor, but nothing that I really needed. But I went around the corner and there was a full aisle of Christmas decor that they were getting out. So Dollar General is way ahead of the game this year. But I did pick up a pumpkin spice scented broom. I get one of these every year. I get a pumpkin spice one obviously in fall, and then the full cinnamon in the Christmas time. It smells so good. I hang it up in my kitchen here, and it just makes the whole room smell so good. And then okay, and then the other things that I got, I found these candy corn lights. It's a 50 mini lights for upstairs. I wanted these for either for our bedroom or around, probably for around the TV. I don't know if I'm going to use these under the TV down here or upstairs. I feel like I don't know where all of my spooky lights go. I know I've got the ones I do around the kitchen window, but anyway, I can run back by and get another one of those if I need it. But I found that. I got this football platter because this Saturday is the start of college football, and we're going over to some friend's house, and I'm taking food. I'm making sausage balls and hot chicken dip, and I thought this would be so cute to bring the sausage balls on or something. I don't know. It's themed. You know, I love anything themed. So found the football platter. And then the one thing I'm excited about is this glass pumpkin jar. Look at this. I saw this at the Dollar General. I think it was $8, but it is glass. And I thought this would be really neat to have on the kitchen counter, filled with either Halloween cookies, candy corn and peanuts, and you would be able to see whatever's in there through the jar. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit this out. I got some Oreos at Publix to put in here for now, so I'll keep this out on the counter. And that's all I got as far as like fall stuff. I texted Alex, who's my boyfriend if you're new here, to see what he wanted for dinner, because I was gonna do something like really cozy and fall-like. I have probably said fall 1,000 times during this video, but I thought about doing something super cozy. I don't know, like some pasta or something like that, but I texted him. He's like, honestly, just some like a meat with some rice and vegetables sounds good to me. I was like, perfect. So I'm gonna make Asian bowls with like steak, rice, broccoli, and some vegetables on top. So pretty easy dinner, and it doesn't take super long. So I just got that stuff to make for dinner. So I'm gonna put all this up kind of get cleaned up for a second, and then I'll check back in later on, probably after we have dinner. We'll chat a little bit tonight about our day and make cookies. I know the lighting is very dim, but I really don't want to turn the big light on because it's nice and cozy in here. I just got out of the shower. I am in my spooky pajamas. You can see these are from Walmart. They're the neon skeletons. Absolutely love them. It's the shirt and then it has shorts that match. I just took my shower. I used this Dove Cinnamon Pumpkin Pie body wash. This smells so good. As soon as I saw it like a week or so ago, I knew I had to have it. And I've never had a body soap that lasts, like that I can smell all day long. Sometimes I'll use them and I don't smell it like the rest of the day, if that makes sense. But this actually like sticks to me all day. So I'm gonna come in here and sit down on the bed really quick so we can chat. We had our dinner. It was incredible. I ate so much, but it was so good. I did the Asian bowls with steak, rice, and then topped it with roasted broccoli and then cucumber, carrots, and what else? Onion, red onion and green onion. And it was delicious. I make my homemade yum yum sauce, which is so good as well. So that was good. We watched an episode of Black Mirror. We've been getting back into that because we hadn't seen the newest season. So it was actually really sad. I ended up crying at the end of it. But anyway, I'm not going to make the pumpkin cookies tonight because I'm going to save them for tomorrow night because we've been snacking on those Oreos that I put in the pumpkin downstairs. So we're not in the mood for more cookies after dinner. But I feel like today was a success to prepping for Halloween, getting started on Halloween decor with my reading room and our bedroom. It's just enough to get me going and motivated to do the rest of the house. And it was so nice to see everything out on the garage floor, and now I know what I need to go get to finish up for decorating, like before I start decorating, what I'm gonna need, and then some themes I'm gonna do. I would say up here in these two rooms, it's very like vintage harvesty style fall decor, if that makes sense. Not spooky, I wouldn't say. A few little spooky items here and there, but it's more like vintage harvest, which I love. And then downstairs is gonna be more on the spookier side. So I will be decorating for that stuff probably within the next week or so. For sure the first week of September. So probably for the rest of the night I'm going to sit here and read my book. I did finish Quicksilver, but I'm not going to talk about it in this vlog. I'll talk about it in like a dedicated reading vlog. But I finished Quicksilver and I started The Night and the Moth, and so far The Night and the Moth is good. It's definitely got my attention, so I'm excited to read that and just cozy up. Probably gonna get another Oreo cookie downstairs, maybe make some tea and just relax because I do have work in the morning. I went into my room and turned on all the lights and lit the candles to get a few visuals for y'all for what I did today. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this little prepping for fall video, getting all the Halloween decor out and just having a little intro to fall vlog. I enjoyed today. It was a very fun and cozy but yet productive day. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any future content, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.